Welcome to a very slow and gentle week here at my cottage in the Hudson Valley area of upstate New York, where we are finally seeing flowers. I have been slowly but surely working my way through a little bit of a health situation, so I've just had to move a bit slower than usual and just been looking for lots of little moments of joy that can bring a smile to my face. And in this video, I also later on want to share with you a little challenge I set for myself that brought me lots of joy. Our weather has been bouncing around all over the place, keeping us all on our toes. You never quite know if you're going to get snow, rain, sunshine, but on those days where the sun is streaming in the windows, that makes me so happy. The cottage actually looks like a different place with sun coming in it, and I am here for it. My plants have been loving the sunshine as well. We're all pretty happy here in the cottage, and it's crazy to think that in just a few short months I'll be able to take some of these plants outside where they will be very, very happy, especially my figs. They love spending the summertime outside. But in just a few short months it will be time to be really gardening, and I am so excited about it. And I have a feeling a lot of you are excited about it too. These little ones by the yellow are Charlie, but I don't know who these belong to. They have like a doggy kind of a paw. And then I don't know who these belong to. Kind of big. Definitely deer. Big deer. Yes, definitely deer. These little guys are so cute. And then I found these little prints, which I just think are the cutest things ever. What do you think they belong to? I'm not sure. Taking the long way home pays off sometimes. There was a traffic jam on the highway, so I took the long way and stopped at a park I've never been to. And it turns out that it's a really, really beautiful, beautiful park. Not a bad place to take a little break. I can't believe I've never been here. I definitely want to come back to this park when I have some energy to actually hike the trails here, because it's beautiful. It never ceases to amaze me how I continue to find new trails and parks just by looking for them. I mean, I've lived here a while now, and this is new to me. My very first thought was, man, I would love to come swimming here. And then, of course, I found the sign. I still want to go swimming, though. So I have a challenge for you. It's a challenge I set for myself for this week. And I'm actually thinking I might come up with something where I do these weekly challenges with myself and share them with you all as just a way to push myself and anyone else who's interested to look for good things, to look for positive things. And sometimes we just need that little nudge to remind us to do it. I know I do. So this week, my challenge I gave myself was to find a new place I'd never been where I could come and be and love the environment, somewhere brand new. Now, obviously, everywhere I love kind of looks the same to anybody who's watching my channel. You might think that they all look exactly the same. It's the same area. It's the same types of trees here in the Hudson Valley. Often the little rivers and the creeks look the same. But when you're the one experiencing it, if it's new to you, it's not the same thing at all. And I know you all know that. And just coming to a new place, there's just new things to see, a new feeling. Every spot I go in, I feel like has a feeling. And yeah, so I challenged myself to find something new this week, and I found it. So I challenge you, should you wish a challenge, I challenge you to do the same. It's a good challenge. Find somewhere you've never been before, whether it's you look it up on your GPS or you just keep your eyes open for a park sign, which is how I found this place. I was coming home and I got rerouted or it was suggested that I take a different route because of traffic. So I took it, and then I saw the sign, and I was like, I've never been here. So I pulled in, and it's stunning. So I hope you can find a special new place this week too, because that's the kind of stuff in life that just makes me so happy. And I know it does for a lot of people too.
Welcome to today's guided meditation. And breathing in, start to work your way up your body, noticing anything that feels good. Down to your chin.
The evening skies have been so beautiful lately, and on top of being beautiful, they are happening later and later, which is awesome. This is such a pretty spot. It's going over Bear Mountain. It's actually a really busy spot to drive, which is a shame because I bet being in this area before it got crowded and driving around these mountains was probably stunning. But it's still stunning, it's just crowded. But I stopped just to look at it because I happened upon this area at just the perfect time for sunset. And it's so beautiful. You can shop up top too. This week I had a photo shoot for Karina Dresses at a beautiful greenhouse, Adams in Kingston, and it just felt so good to be surrounded by flowers and by happy smiling faces. I super love that with Karina's shoots, it is women who are just regular old women like you and I. They live there in the community. They are all different shapes, sizes, ages, and always welcome to be part of these shoots, which I think is awesome. Not all photographers like to edit their own photos. Some will hire people to do it for them. Some will hire a whole team to do it for them, actually. But I started out as a graphic artist before becoming a photographer, so working with my own photos is actually one of my favorite parts of the job. I will confess to loving it even more in the winter than in the summer, because when it's chilly and not that nice outside, it's just cozy to sit down at the computer and work on my images. Slowly but surely, every little patch of snow is melting away, and it is really beginning to feel like spring is on its way. So with these little last remaining moments of winter, I'm getting in some extra baking time, and this particular day I decided that I really wanted to use up some ripe bananas and make some banana chocolate chip bread. As I've shared before, I pretty much completely took out refined sugar last summer actually, but I do still let myself have chocolate. It's just kind of my greatest joy. So I watch any kind of sugar that's added into anything that might be prepared already, and I avoid that. but I usually do have dark chocolate every day, and if I'm going to bake something that would normally have sugar, like banana bread, I don't put sugar in, but I let the chocolate chips be the sweetness. I just decided that even though I really like that I'm not putting refined sugar in my body and I can feel the difference, I still need my chocolate. I've eaten like this in the past, but I still allowed myself to have honey and maple syrup regularly. But I've even taken those two things out, so there's really not a lot of sweetness besides natural sweetness coming either from fruits or even from the oats, which I use oat flour a lot for things I bake because they're pretty sweet. And as you do that more and more, you just get used to it and it starts to taste sweeter and sweeter. Baking is just such good therapy for the soul. It just makes me so happy. And I don't know if it's because I love to eat the end result so much or if I actually enjoy the baking, or maybe it's just both. I had a quick little fire, which was so nice, sitting in the chilly remnants of the snow and feeling the warm fire as I was burning up the box from the mattress I got last week. So this just felt so nice, and it was a good opportunity to try out my brand new drone. You might remember that I crashed my old one a few weeks ago, actually a few months ago, and I was so sad, but my mother very kindly bought me a new drone. So I am so excited to head into spring and summer with a brand new drone to catch some beautiful scenes with. So here at the cottage, it was a quiet, gentle, and very good week. And I hope you too had a wonderful week and that you have an even better weekend.